Welcome back to another episode of Southern Hang. Four good friends who met in college. And boys, I tell you what, I was sitting back this week trying to do a little reflection, and I feel like we're old, right? We get together here on a weekly basis and we talk about the things we love, music, TV shows, music. Did I say music twice? Because we talk about it that much, movies. But I started thinking, when we were young, there used to be ways where you could find new things, new music, new movies. And whether, again, going back to our youth, if you guys remember like LRS 102, they used to have like Friday night fights. Yeah. MTV, right? But back when they actually showed videos, you could see the latest and greatest. Siskel and Ebert, we'll see you at the movies, right? And you kind of took me back to my youth. And I started thinking, well, what do they do today? And I got a little sad, right? Because you can go online and you can look at Netflix and you can see the trending stuff. What's popular today. What are the trending episodes? You can go on Rotten Tomatoes and get a sense of what's good. But you got to be stationary to do that. And I started thinking, what if there was a spot and you could do it remote, right? Like, what if we knew somebody that had a podcast and could start trying to provide some recommendations? It's Stop Traffic. That's us. Boys, that's us. So what I thought we might do is take a minute here and we can talk about some music. We can talk about some movies. We can talk about some streaming shows. And we can put some recommendations out there for our followers. They don't even have to be in the premium service. We could do this for everybody, anybody that's listening. So why don't we take a stab tonight and walk through some categories and see if we can't provide some good recommendations on what we've seen that's maybe trending or maybe a little hidden gem that nobody knows about. What do you think, gents?
Are you suggesting that we actually speak of the current decade that we're in?
Well, it's a fair question, and I don't even know that it has to be current, right? Like what I found is that people go back and, hey, I just started watching X show. Hey, that came out 10 years ago, but it's still solid, right? So maybe it's something that's been out for a bit, or maybe it's something that just came out last week. Who knows? But maybe it's a little gem that for whatever rhyme or reason tickles your fancy a bit.
It's new or it's new to you. Either way.
I love it. Let's go. Yeah.
I always wanted to be compared to LRS 102.3. I'm so excited.
We might start calling you the Walrus.
We're Craig the Dude. I'm with it.
I could have been the Walrus. I stuffed up on rides. Little Ferris Bueller. So why don't we start with streaming shows or TV shows? Sherm, do you want to go first? Do you want to kick us off on this?
I can do that for sure. I've got a show that I like a lot that I would recommend called Stick. If you are watching this, this is Owen Wilson. He is a former golfer who is kind of down on his luck, trying to figure things out. His wife is leaving him. I'm only giving you the first episode, guys, so I'm not giving away the whole thing. I'm not going to tell you the whole. Yeah, this is just the first episode. You learn all this stuff, but he's down on his luck, and out of nowhere, he comes across a young man who is also down on his luck, but is up on his upswing, I guess, as far as his golf ability, and is just a phenom. Like this kid, like when I'm not a golfer. We've talked about this in the past, but when he hears the sound of the 3-wood hitting the ball, and it's got a certain sound to it, immediately Owen Wilson is turning his head, seeing this. And it's the show is about Owen Wilson trying to figure out, how do I get this kid to be on the tour? I mean, he's trying to take him from, just practicing just on his own, actually like stealing time at the range, to going and actually being on the pro tour. So his family's involved, and he's got to get it. So they all end up in an RV traveling around this amateur circuit to get this kid on the pro circuit.
So Sherman, this is new. Like, did it just hit?
It is new, and I just looked to see. I did not see if it has been signed up yet for a second season, but I'm digging it. I like it.
The whole first season out, or are they going week by week?
it's week by week. So I think it comes out on Wednesdays, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, coming up, I think there's we're on roughly. You're not too late. It's coming up. I think either on episode 7 or 8 here. Yeah, phenomenal show. Love it.
We're digging it. Tammy and I are watching it. I think we're 1 or 2 episodes back. It's man, I dig it. It's got the positive energy of some other shows that have come out, and the good feel, the family bonding, the hey, let me help you kind of thing. And yeah, I dig that show too. It's that's Apple.
Apple. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I don't know if I said that for sure. Solid stuff.
All right, I have not seen it, but I'm. It's on the. I've seen.
Put it on the list, man.
I'm adding it to the queue.
You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I think. Go ahead, Brett.
Well, I was going to say, you referenced making a different sound when the kid's hitting the ball, and I play probably more golf than I should, but I've got a lot of friends. It makes a different sound when they hit the ball, but in a bad way. But when you find somebody that truly is a stick, and they compress it, and it is a different sound for sure. But it's a great show, Neil. I don't think you'll be disappointed, man.
I'm in.
Well, the RV trips alone give you that road trip feel. It's just cool. I mean, you get a little bit of that. You get the home life, and then you got the different things going on. There's some. I don't want to give anything else away on it, but it's a solid.
So I guess some people don't name their RVs, because I don't recall seeing them name their RV and trailer. So I think that part of the show is kind of slacking.
Maybe that's season 2.
They need to step up their ability to name their travel.
Well, you've seen it. How does that RV compare to Boulevard?
Well, theirs is a drive-in. They've got the Class A, which is the big dog. You're driving in it, and ours is a pull behind. So size-wise, when you're inside, they're probably comparable. But mine, when you get there, you stop, you hook it up, and it sits there, and then you take off in the truck if you need to run errands. Theirs, they got to take theirs to go run errands and stuff. So
I was always told size doesn't matter, Craig.
I think we had this episode already.
I'm late with this, but ding, ding, ding.
That's right.
Should have saw that one coming.
Yeah.
It is a great show. It is a great show. Actually, if I'll just use you as the kickoff here, or a segue, I should say, it reminds me of the 2 shows I wanted to talk about on this episode, which were Ted Lasso and Shrinking. Both those shows are amazing, and both are just the two different subjects. Ted Lasso's soccer and a soccer coach, and the other one's about a group of people that are going to psychiatrists and being together. But Ted Lasso and Shrinking and Stick, what I like about all 3 of those shows is their ability to be positive, their ability to their love of helping others. And it's not a show where we're trying to put other people down, or let's belittle somebody, or this is the corporate greed that is, taking over something. It's all about the, how the positivity and good energy can help everybody grow. And so that is all 3 of those shows are really good. And I dig that that's a trending thing going on in new shows these days.
Yeah. I think a lot of people caught Ted Lasso coming off of COVID. He was kind of the show that everybody, kind of built him up during COVID. And then you mentioned Shrinking. That's one of the best shows to come out. I love that show. And the young female actress on that plays Jason Segel's daughter, she's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
She is so good. And then also Segel's business partner. She's awesome actress too. It's a great show. It's good stuff.
Jason Segel and Indiana Jones. Yeah, they're. I assume he's got a real name, but I'm going to go with
Han
Solo. Yeah, my bad.
Ted Lasso's phenomenal. I wish I had a Ted Lasso in my life. We actually ordered him tonight. You know that scene? It might have been the first season where they're throwing darts.
I knew it. Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was like, be curious. Have you ever played darts before, Ted?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Every Sunday.
Yeah, with my father growing up, right?
Oh man, I get goosebumps for that scene.
Yeah,
man.
same.
That's as good as it gets.
Both those shows are Ted Lasso. I've watched that series twice now, and it's just one of those shows. Like I need some Ted Lasso in my life, man. I need some good, And same thing with Shrinking, man. Just great show. And then I haven't finished Sticks. I don't think Sticks finished, but it's been not as equally up to that level yet, but it has been very good. Been a very good show. I really dug it, but I'm also not as far into that episode or that series as I did with the other two.
Another thought, you mentioned Shrinking. I think that's a Bill Lawrence show, and so Bill Lawrence is the guy that did Scrubs, and he also did a show that reminds me a lot of Shrinking, called Cougar Town. And Cougar Town is a poorly named show. In fact, it was going to be one thing. It had Courtney Cox in it, and it was the original premise of the show was going to be like, her and her friends, being cougars. But they changed it because they had such a good cast to like an ensemble show, totally different than the pilot episode. And it's like multiple seasons of really good TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally
recommend that.
avoided that one strictly off the name of the series. I was just like,
right.
I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it is nothing. Like, ignore the name.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. Yeah, Tammy and I are always looking for new shows to start, and and that's a subject. I don't know if that's something hard for y'all and y'all's partners or not, but finding that equal balance where we both enter into it. I'm not blowing up too much crap and killing people with dragons, or hers is not too much the lovesick doctor that moved to the country and met the lost lady and their
every Hallmark show ever made.
Right. So she has her shows, I have my shows, and then there's the ones that were like, oh, this is great, that we can both sit down and watch and
So going back to our show, Ted Lasso. Not to belabor the point. Who do you like better, Ted or Roy fucking Kent?
Brett Goldstein, Roy Kent.
He's here. He's there. He's every fucking where.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I got a Roy Kent soccer jersey.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
He's one of the writers of the show. Like he's
he's in season 2 of Shrinking.
Yes,
that's true.
That's right.
That is true.
That's right.
Bringing it all around.
Yeah, and I guess he's a stand-up comedian. So I've seen that he's a stand-up comedian. So then when you see him in Ted Lasso, that is not at all the person that he plays in Shrinking, and so it's a great diversity that he's got.
So you're saying he's an actor?
He's good. He's good. Hey,
is that how this works?
but there's some, and I'm not trying to be mean, but has Will Ferrell ever played a different person? He's the same guy, and
and he does it phenomenally.
He's good,
but you're right.
But he ain't gonna switch, right?
Yeah, there's one movie, and it was terrible. It was him and I want to say Julia Louis-Dreyfus, and maybe they were going through a divorce or something on a ski trip. He was not the comedic guy that everybody knows and loves, but it was a tough watch.
That's not going to be on your top movies recommendation list.
No, we're not bringing that home. We are not bringing that home. All right, Walden. So let's see what you got here. So Craig was able to connect the dots and give us Roy Kent in a couple series. Big Perm threw out a little pun. I don't even know if he did it intentionally. Talked about this kid being on the upswing and being a golf stick. A little bit. Well played. So what do you got for us here, Walden?
So what I thought I would talk about is Love Island. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to talk about it. No.
Ding, 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 ding.
No. So actually, I'm going quite the opposite direction. I appreciate the positivity and love the shows, but the direction I'm going to go in is a Netflix show called Adolescence. And it was only 4 episodes. It's a British show. And each episode is shot as what they call a oneer, which means it was all done in one take. And this show it's about a 13-year-old boy that's accused of murder each of the four episodes are like I said, it's all one take. So it's, an hour that takes place. And like the first episode is about his arrest. And then the next episode, they go visit the school. The third episode, which was like one of the best episodes of TV I've ever seen, which was like a therapy session between this 13-year-old boy and a court assigned therapist. And then finally, it's like the parents dealing with what's going on. It's a very deep show. It's heavy, quite the opposite of some of the other shows we talked about. But it is, I highly recommend. The kid that plays this 13-year-old actor, or this 13-year-old kid, is his first ever acting gig. And then to be put into a show that is, 60 minutes of one take, and for him to execute and this like phenomenally. I got to imagine the kid's going to win some awards. It was so good. And so if you haven't seen it, highly recommend. But again, it's a heavy watch. So just, go ahead and be prepared.
Even with a 13-year-old in it, it's not for the full family. It is definitely, not the bullying and everything that goes along with that film or that series is, you're right. It is heavy.
But it's a piece of art. It really
amazing.
is a great show.
The show itself and the story is great.
Yeah.
But to do it all in the one shot is awesome. And they've got there's a lot of stuff you can find on the background of seeing how they did that too, of like passing the camera through windows and things like that so that they continue to keep the continuity going of everything moving. Yeah. It's really cool.
I think one of the shots, the camera ends up on a drone, and they're able to, in one take, they're able to go from inside a building out the window, like what you're talking about, up, and then getting this, faraway shot from a drone. It's really cool stuff.
So Sherm, being in the business, how much does that excite you?
And it's off the charts. I love the any shot like that is a sustained time when you're with somebody for any period of time. There's several of them that you'll know when you see it, but now when you're watching for it, you'll see like a 2-minute shot that just tracks them. That's called a tracking shot. But you'll be walking, going with them and following, not for a full 60 minutes. The movie 1917. If you saw that, they did that. Tried to stay with them, and there's errors that happen, and obviously while you're filming, and you just got to kind of keep going with it. One actor falls down in the middle of he's not supposed to fall down, so the other actor that's running and they're tracking him falls over him, trips over him, and keeps running. And they kept going, and it works. I mean, so you just find different things that happen. But yeah, it is.
What was the HBO show? Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson. True Detective. I think they had that first season had an episode where it was like a 20-minute one take shot, similar. And it was like a house raid or something really cool.
And if you've seen the show The Studio, they have an episode called The Oneer, which is all about trying to do, and they do the whole episode as a oneer, trying to talk about a oneer, which is pretty cool. But just kind of play into it.
Yeah.
Now, when that happens, is that you obviously you're prepping, you're setting the scene, you're marking it, you're working all your pre stuff before you fire down. But if you're going to say it's a oneer and something messes up in the 5 minutes, do you stop and we're like, okay, start the oneer over again, or is it nope? It's whatever happens, that's what happens, and there's no going back.
You just go back and start over. And they'll, there's different ways to kind of cheat a little bit. I know it sounds, you're trying to do it all in one shot, but if something pans, you do kind of a whip pan and you just go fast, you can blend that in and fade and edit. But that's pretty difficult even still to do. You're still trying to get it all in one big shot.
Multi-camera though, right?
No. One camera tracking you.
One tracking for, that's it.
Yeah. Well, and there's storytelling stuff that comes with it too, because you only got 60 minutes of, it's not like you can jump forward even 30 minutes. Like it's so the camera's got to stay with people. If you're going to change locations, the camera's got to stay with them.
To Neil's point, you may go in and you may be with the family for this, and then you go and you follow, and one person gets on the elevator, and you get on the elevator, and now you're with two other people who are on the elevator, but no longer with the family. So you're in there with the DA and whoever else as they're traveling down. They come back up, they come out, now you're back with the family, but you have to stay with that whole motion, which is why it's difficult. But the crew and deep, your director of photography, your directors, they love something like that because it's more challenging. I mean, then you're just trying to not only tell the story, but now you're limiting what I'm able to do, and how do I make this, look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. It is a great show, but it is very heavy. So yeah, on the opposite end of the Ted Lasso spectrum.
Although Ted Lasso gets kind of deep too, he goes through some stuff.
What does that do to the kid actor? Right, dealing with all that adult content. Like, do they have to have like psychiatrists on the set?
Well, heck, one of the episodes is him talking to a shrink, and that was one of the best episodes. Like, that's what I was saying. That's a great episode, I imagine, because like that episode, when you'll watch it, like there's some very adult stuff going on in that episode. So I imagine there's some, they probably need some help unwinding that.
Yeah, I think they got that from plenty of other historical child actors that have not turned out decent adults because they were runt. So hopefully that didn't happen to this boy. But.
And Neil, I don't know his name, but the dad that plays in that is the actual guy who wrote the series.
I don't know his name either, but he is. Yes.
British. Yeah.
Roy Kent.
Is not Roy Kent. He's
Han Solo?
there.
No.
But that guy talks about, he read that. It's based on kind of a true story that he read about the bullying aspect of everything and the murder that took place, and then he kind of took it from there. But yeah. Bring us out of this, Red. Give us something.
Give me something else.
I feel like I'm going to disappoint myself here. So the two that I kind of had in mind, one of them's been out for a little bit, and I think everybody's probably seen it. It got a lot of popularity, but Landman with Billy Bob.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
loved it, and I felt like he was just made for that role, right? Like, he plays that to a T. I assume they're coming out with multiple seasons, but as soon as they do, I'll be sitting down and do a little bit of binge watching. But the one that I wanted to focus on, it's a Netflix series, and I think I'm attracted to it. Well, probably for a couple of reasons, but a little bit of nostalgia, right? Going back to when we grew up, the Celtics and the Lakers dominated the NBA in the 80s. And there's a show on Netflix called Running Point. And it's not a documentary, or it's not even based upon, Magic Johnson or anything else, but it is based upon Jeannie Buss, right? It loosely based upon the Lakers. So it's entertaining. It's light. It's got some comedy in there. Like, it's not, it's probably not your feel good like Ted Lasso or something else, but it's an easy watch. And, if you miss a minute, it's okay. And you don't have to worry about rewinding, something like that. So.
I watched both those. I enjoyed both of them. So I thought Running Point was good, and then exactly what you said. It was an easy watch, but entertaining, and that was a good one for Tam and I both. We watched that one together. And then the Taylor Sheridan series, I pretty much have watched almost all of Taylor Sheridan's shows. So I think he does a good stuff. I love the 1888s and the 1923s. Those are phenomenal.
Anything with numbers that he does, for sure.
Yeah.
but I feel like he's got a problem with like finishing, right? Like Yellowstone was out for forever and just couldn't wrap it up. I feel like he started a whole bunch of shit and couldn't close.
Well, Landman I'm with you on it. And there's, some Taylor Sheridan I'm not a big fan of. This is one that I'm on, and I've been in watched they did just extend the second or announced they're going to do a second year or so.
Second season.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, second season.
That's got John Hamm in it too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah.
I think
no spoilers.
Yeah. Are they going to do the second season as a oneer?
I don't know.
Might be a bit challenging with the geography there of Texas. Getting everything.
I think I've
just in a car the entire time driving along.
I think I've seen all the Taylor Sheridan shows except for Mayor of Kingstown. I've tried that one like 3 times now, and every time I get to like episode 3, and it just
I don't watch that. What's the other one?
The Tulsa King. That one's good. I watched.
Is that Taylor Sheridan? Taylor Sheridan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Lioness. Lioness is great. Really enjoyed it. And then I like the 1888s and 1923s better than I do Yellowstone, but I watch Yellowstone too.
I jotted down some non-Taylor Sheridan honorable mentions. You guys watch The Pit? That's the medical show.
Nope.
Do not watch The Pit.
That was really good. It's got Noah Wiley. It's like an ER. It's not ER Part 2, but it's a medical show starring Noah Wiley. Highly recommend that. That was good. Did y'all watch The Residence on Netflix?
I have watched The Residence.
Nope.
Haven't gotten very far.
So that's like a murder mystery set in the White House, and it's like a bit like the movie Clue. Like it's some comedy into it. It's good stuff. What about Department Q? That's also Netflix. See,
have not.
This is where every listeners are getting out their notes and participants in the show.
Well, you yelled at us in a previous episode about not watching Friday Night Lights, I think, or one of those shows. So sorry, man. Sorry.
Department Q is like a British whodunit. That's good stuff too. So, the best show of the year was Andor. If y'all aren't watching Andor and you have any Star Wars in you, that is elite adult Star Wars.
I'm taking it for granted everybody's watching all the Star Wars. Kind of any of those. You're shaking your head, Red.
I am shaking my head. I have not seen.
I watch them all. Andor is fantastic.
Agreed.
Andor is good. It's a spy thriller, and you don't even have to know Star Wars to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's an adult.
Andor is a conjunction in a sentence.
Anyway,
I don't know, Wilding, if I am impressed with you or disgusted at myself about the efficiency of time spent. I mean, you watch a lot of shows and listen to a lot of music.
I do.
Yeah. I'm impressed. I am impressed.
And I also managed to make a living.
Yeah, and do it all well. And take trips.
It's amazing.
And find time to take vacations.
Yeah, multitasking, I guess.
All right.
As we go through here, listeners, hit us up at Southern Hang Pod, all on our socials. Let us know. We're on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, Blue Sky. Where else are we? We're everywhere. Hit us up on all of it, and just let us know what you're liking and what you don't like. If we're wrong on something, let us know.
We are the Roy Kent of podcast. We're everywhere. All right, so let's move this along here to our second topic. Let's go movies next. Let's see what we got for movies, and then we'll wrap this up at the end with some music. So who wants to go first on the movie tip?
I'll jump in.
What you got?
If you guys, I'm telling you right now, movie of the year, and I still got 6 months to go. I feel like Neil on his bands right now, but Sinners.
Awesome.
Sinners is to say it's a horror film is not fair. It is. There is action. It is a true American Gothic vampire film. It is Michael B. Jordan stars in it. Ryan Coogler directed it, wrote it, produced it. It is also his baby.
Freaking great. Yeah.
It is phenomenal. And there's so much to it. Just not to give anything away. I mean, I don't want to go too far in, but it is just beautifully shot, big budget. It's got a lot of, you'll know a lot of people in the movie, but Michael B. Jordan being the main character.
Playing twins.
That's yes.
I'm starting to think on a previous episode, you referenced him. I think you've got a little man crush on our boy.
Hey,
Coogler?
The dude's good looking. Michael B. Jordan. Michael, I knew who you were talking about. That's my man.
Well, Michael B. Jordan's been in every movie Coogler's
Creed. In. It was Creed. That's what we were talking Creed. About. But
That's right.
And then Black Panther, which is Coogler.
Yeah.
I mean, he is.
What's the the train station? Fruitvale Station or something like that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. That was one of his very first film roles.
You know what else Michael B.
roles.
Jordan was in? That was non Ryan Coogler related. Friday Night Lights.
The TV show or the movie? He wasn't in the movie.
The TV show.
TV show.
They had one of those.
But it is
my head in shame.
It's going to be my favorite movie of the year, and I'm not a big horror guy. That's not my genre. this was one that a couple people told me go see it, go check it out, and it is.
So I did. So I saw that unspoiled. Question, Sherman. When you saw it, did you know? You mentioned the word vampire, so we're not spoiling. Did you know that it went there?
I did.
I did not. I just went based on Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, and just I knew it was going to be good, and I was like, oh, it's going here, and it didn't. It was really good. Anyway,
we might still be spoiling. I mean, just because Sherman said it doesn't mean we're not leaking something.
Hey,
no,
it's out there,
early.
If you, yeah,
was it in the trailer? Was it in the trailer? Because I didn't even see the trailer.
I don't know that answer, but it is in any review you pick up, it is going to be there. So by now, if you're, it's probably actually it's already left. You can watch it now on
it's on
either on Max. I was going to say.
So this is a movie, not a movie that's a movie, but you watch the movie on Netflix. This is a movie. You go to the old building and you sit in there and you get popcorn and you go to the movie.
You used to do that, but now it's on Max. So now it was in the theater for the last month, 6 weeks or so.
Is Max HBO or is Max Cinemax? Which one?
HBO.
HBO. Yeah, and now it's back to HBO Max. They changed their name like 4 times.
Yeah. I am telling you, this film will be one of those that I think will come back out in the theater later this year when it's time to start talking about Oscar stuff.
It's going
maybe.
I think it's going to be. They might even release it on VHS. They might hit all the stops.
Now, to help the old 52-year-old man here, because I don't do scary. I like a thriller. I like a.
My wife watched it. My wife watched it.
Yeah, I
like this.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't do where the things jump out and
it's not
I've
that
gotten
kind of
old enough
movie.
where I'm
it's
like
story. It's very much story based.
Right.
It's and you'll love the music too. You'll love the music. It's great.
Right.
Great
2 p.m.
soundtrack.
2 p.m. on a Saturday. I'll try it out outside with all the lights on. I'll give it a run, but I'm not.
Craig, you will. There are some jumpy parts. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you are gonna like that movie. It is solid.
I got it.
And to Neil's point, there's a story to it. This is not just scare you and make you jump and get out.
And you got to stay through the credits.
You do.
Oh, post scenes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cotton, we're going to let you come off the vampire ledge here for a second. We're going to go to Wilding next and see what his pick is while you gather your thoughts here. We don't want you to be too spooked.
I knew.
I'm going to put it on mute and watch a Disney movie while y'all are talking.
That's kind of what I was. I knew Sherman's pick. My pick would have been Sinners 2 because it is the best movie. So I went in the complete opposite direction. It's like, okay, what kind of movie is out there on streaming that just make you laugh? It's like a 2-screen type movie where you can kind of watch a phone and not pay attention. And I picked, and when I tell you the name of this movie, y'all are going to laugh and say, what the hell are you talking about? It's called Kinda Pregnant. And it's Amy Schumer's new movie. It's on Netflix. And it is the dumbest premise you will ever see. I mean, she pretends to be pregnant throughout the movie. It's ridiculously dumb premise. But the dialogue and Amy Schumer, I think she's hilarious. And so if you're looking for like a mind meld movie that is just sitting out there on Netflix, it's probably not anywhere near the algorithm. But it's new. And it is very funny. Shane and I watched it, and the kids could hear into their bedrooms. We were laughing so loud. They're like, "What are y'all watching?" So anyway, it's very funny, and I don't need to talk a lot about it because it's not really, it will not be coming out again during award season, but you'll laugh watching it, and I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough.
Got it.
All right,
Cotton.
Cotton.
To the list.
Cotton, you got your nerves under control. You ready to go, or you need some more time?
Well, I'm ready to go as far as my nerves. I am not ready to go as far as the homework goes because I went and researched TV series and music. I do not have an entry in the movies, and I'm trying to think if there's any movie. I'm trying to even think the last time I went to the building where you pay people money and sit in a chair and get popcorn. I don't know the last movie I saw, so I was trying to go through Netflix and HBO, but
we'll save it for music.
Music. Yeah, save me for music. I'm here for banter.
All right, fair enough. Well, I'm going to go I don't think this is going to be any awards. I could be wrong, but I seriously doubt it. But this is a show that we went to that building that you referenced. I think they still call it a cinema.
Yep.
It was a family affair. We had everybody there, and we actually got some soda pops and some snacks, and dropped like $50 at the snack counter. Not even sure how that's possible, but we went to see F1, the movie, with and Sherman, I was busting your chops a little bit about having a man crush on Michael B, but I probably have a little man crush on our boy Brad Pitt. He's easy on the eyes, and I think his humor always makes me laugh. But cool story. It's a little bit predictable. You can kind of read between the lines as far as how it's going to shape out. But what I left with, well, I had no idea how much information they have, like during the race, pre-race, relative to how the car is reacting, the speeds that they're traveling. Like, to me, that was pretty impressive. But just, some of the humor that they're able to interject also just made me laugh. So have y'all seen it?
I have not. It is like, I need to go see it in the theater, though. I don't want to wait till it comes out on TV.
I'm in. I want to go see it, but we have not yet. I'm glad. It's worth the time. Like, it's
entertaining. Yeah, like I say, it's not going to be, I don't think it's Oscar worthy or anything else, right? But it's entertaining for sure.
Days of Thunder in faster cars.
What's that now?
Days of Thunder, but in faster cars.
Definitely faster cars. It's almost a little bit of an action movie, right? Like there's probably a little bit less on the dialogue and a little bit more on some of the in race scenes. I don't think they did it via a Warner, but a couple times you're kind of white knuckling a little bit as you're watching to see what's going to happen.
There's got to be a long tracking shot in that at some point. Somebody had to say, all right, we're going to stick with you, and just so you're going around and just kind of the move. You'll watch for it the next time that you look, but I'm going to watch that, and I'll be shocked if they didn't do it.
What was the other term you threw out earlier? A whip pan?
A whip pan. So where you just kind of, it's real fast, but so they can edit, so that it's not like moving around. You'll see people if people are spinning or anything like that. So horror movies will use it so they can get out of something pretty quickly.
Earmuffs, Craig.
Scared. Yep.
Well, you want to know all this, Craig, so you're not scared when you get in there. You're like, it's just a whip pan.
I've already watched the whole movie. I won't even need to watch it. I already know what happened here, so I'm good. I feel like I've seen it. So Red, with your man crush, Pitt in F1 or Tristan in Legends of the Falls. Which one does it for you, buddy? Or did you want to name a pet Tristan back in the day? Is that get you?
I mean, I feel like his favorite stuff for me is probably either Moneyball. Like every line I feel like he says in that movie is just enjoyable, but probably more so like Ocean's 11, like right in the middle of both.
Oh yeah,
all the oceans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
very good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you on that one too. He is just solid, like just everything he's in.
Fight
Club, Seven.
Oh yeah,
Seven.
That's a great flick.
Yeah, just solid stuff. But F1, that's one that I need to go see. I'm excited about that one, just for the pure, summer movie magic.
It looks like a big screen flick that you need to go watch it on the big screen.
That's right.
For sure. All right, boys. Well, let's move in here to topic number 3 tonight, which I feel like in previous episodes you guys have been a little bit reserved, but music. I know you guys have a hard time talking about music.
Yeah. None of us listen to it.
So let's keep the order going here. Sherm, we're going to come to you first, buddy. What do you got for us?
Guys, I got a band that I just recently found. They've only been out for a year. Formed in June of 2024. They're an Atlanta-based group, and I'm going to call them pop punk. I don't know really. I think that's probably the right term. So when you think of that as like thinking like Blink-182, the band is called The Paradox. it is four guys, and the reason that I found them, I think we've talked about the TikTok and Instagram effect of things. The thing that I found is that they had a song that was at one point called Subaru that they did and had the song out. They get a cease and desist order from the from Subaru saying, "Hey, don't use our name on that song." So they changed the name of the song. They changed it to "Do Me Like That," and it's a poppy kind of song, and they filmed it in front of a Subaru dealership for their video, just to kind of remind everybody who they are. That's the first thing that I saw about them. I loved it. The song is great. It's fun. It's catchy. They opened for Green Day. Had an early thing in that last year, and they are playing a couple shows this time around, but not coming to Louisville as of right now. I'm hoping that they get around this way or somewhere close so I can go and see them. But very exciting and just awesome band.
Were they wearing like Patagonia or like Columbia sportswear in front of the Subaru dealership?
They were not. Right. They were not.
They were off-brand, so that's why the season is this. They didn't match the brand.
Online, they joke around and call themselves Black 182 because they're all four black kids and black men and young guys. It was from a 49-year-old. They're kids, but they're all young guys, and they're. It's fun. Their Instagram kind of profile is fun to kind of keep up with as well. So, watch
so what
that.
Is the song you referenced the Subaru / whatever?
Do Me Like That. That's the song. I'm going to say put it on our playlist too. It is
Do Me Like That.
Solid. Do Me Like That. Solid stuff, man. Similar to our boy Colt, they've only got I think like 4 or 5 songs. Like they're not that are out that you can get. I don't know how as far as touring and doing a show. What else they're playing, but I can only find 4 or 5 songs that I've been able to kind of hear from.
If they're going to open up for Green Day, they're doing pretty well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's different these days. These bands, like, they just put out singles. A lot of them just put out singles and go tour.
That's it.
All right, Wilding, you're chomping at the bit. I can see it. What you got?
Well, I'm going to be quick here, but I think you challenged me in a previous episode.
Erroneous.
But I've prepared my top 10, and all of these have been released in 2025. And obviously, we don't have time to go through each one of these, or at least pontificate on them. And I had to disqualify my Counting Crows because I previously talked about Counting Crows, and they have a new album, but half of it was released like 3 years ago in an EP. So I disqualified that. So just real quick, Jason Isbell, solo album, Foxes in the Snow. The dude does not miss. And so that, Craig Finn, remember me talking about Craig Finn before? He's lead singer of the Hold Steady, going to be at Bourbon and Beyond as a band. He's got a solo album out called Always Been, and it is incredible. Sherm, you're talking about rock music. I've got Turnstile is a pretty cool band. I think it was produced by Shooter Jennings, but it is not country music at all.
And I think they played it Louder Than Life, if I'm not mistaken. They might have played maybe 2 years ago.
They had an album out a couple years ago that was a critical darling, and it wouldn't surprise me if they were playing there. And their new one is really good. Next on my list, I got S.G. Goodman. She's got an album called Planting by the Signs. S.G. Goodman is like indie alt rock, and she's from Eastern Kentucky. And great, unique sound. Loving that album. Next on my list, Bryson Maroney. He's got an album called Jimmy, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. The dude was cut from American Idol. Shockingly, I'm talking about someone that was on American Idol, but this is a rock and roll record, and it kind of reminds me of like a modern day Beck. Really good record.
2 turntables
and a microphone.
So you think the people from American Idol have taste and know what they're doing when it comes to music?
I think that I don't, but I think that he's like, I got in, I got out. He wasn't even really part of the show. And now he's resurfaced, and it's a really good record. I like it a lot. Jack Van Cleef, next on my list. He's like a singer-songwriter type. His album's called JVC. Next, James McMurtry. Larry's
Larry's
son.
grandson, right?
It's son, I think. Could be grandson. I thought it was son. He's older. He was making music back in the 90s. So I think it's his son. Brand new album, Black Dog and the Wandering Boy. Right on brand. Great stuff. Third on my list, Andrew Duhan. He's a Louisiana boy. He's got a record called The Parish Record. Singer-songwriter type. Very cool. Number 2 on my list is Myron Elkins has a new album. He's like a Southern blues guy. Nostalgia for Sale. Number 1 on my list though is Valerie June. You all know Valerie June?
Not personally.
She is like a soul musician. Very unique voice, and I think it's the best album of the year. It's called Owls, Omens, and Oracles. The song's called Joy, Joy, and it's just that. It's upbeat. It's fun. It's produced by a guy named M. Ward, who's like hit the festival circuit. And anyway, Valerie June.
Valerie, I think, was just here, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Where did she play Mercury Ballroom, or did she play the Palace?
I don't think she's big enough to play the Palace. I think it could have been Mercury Ballroom. It was one of the smaller venues in town.
Yeah.
But she's got it. And when you put on that record, immediately you know you're listening to something different. Her voice is very different, unique, and the lyrics she's awesome. I think she's up and coming for sure. I like it. Anyway, I won't spend too much time on it because I went through a whole 10 albums, but that's how I do.
And
we expect nothing else.
That is the top 10 for July. Tune in next episode.
And to be fair, I have like 5 others written on my paper that I'm not going to talk about.
All right, Cotton. So you skipped the movies, but you got music wrapped up, you think?
I picked album.
I
picked Un. Yep. So my guy, my guilty pleasure, country artist that has been out. He's pretty, but he does write most of all his own music. But Parker McCullum just came out with a new album, and self-titled Parker McCullum album. But man, I have been burning it up now for about 2 weeks, and I go to it, listen to it, go to something else, and come back to it and listen to it again. But 3 songs on there, My Blue, Solid Country Gold, and Killing Me are just great songs, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the youth coming up in country. So we've got the the Tyler Childers, the Sturgills, the hardcore from the the holler kind of type people, but even the pretty guys coming up right now are good right now, and they're can write their own music, play their own instruments, and they sing about something. It's not just being on a truck and going down a red dirt road. So Parker McCullum, and I get to see him here in August and at Red Rocks in Colorado. So I'm pumped, man. So
Red Rocks is awesome.
I'm jacked. I haven't got to go to Red Rocks yet, so I was I'm pumped that I get to see him out there. So
you should be.
Yeah.
Is he? I'm a little bit hurt, but a lot more free. Is that him?
Don't know that song, but if you threw, he's the Handle on You. He's got about 3 or 4 albums, and we just saw him at the Yum Center too here about 2 months ago. He was really good. Puts on a hell of a show. But when you see him, you think, oh, he's this bling jean country with the flat brim. He does rock a flat brim. He's got a gold chain around his neck, but he sings and writes his own music, and he's got it, man. He writes his own stuff, and he sings about something. It's not just the same old. So
does he have bedazzled jeans?
Doesn't have bedazzled, but they're Tom Potts pressed jeans. He's ironed the shit. He's ironed the shit out of these things.
Sorry. Well played. All right. So for me, I know we said let's find something new, and I said screw that. I'm going to double down. If we go back to, I don't know, episode 2, 3, 4, somewhere in there, we talked about Bourbon and Beyond. And I picked the 502s. And I haven't been able to get away from them. I keep, like, their catalog continues to impress me, right? I'll play it, and it's just like, next thing I know, I'm 10 songs deep, and I'm like, yeah, I know all these songs now. So I'm going to double down on the 502s. Always puts me in a good mood. I think last time I said if good times were dollars was my choice. If I'm going to pick a song, I'm going to choose Postcards. It's a good train. You should get on it. So that's my choice.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
All right, boys. Well, I'll tell you what, anything else we need to talk about tonight for 2025 picks, or maybe for top 10 list here in July?
Neil, I think you got something in the mail you want to talk about that you want to.
Yeah. It's so July 11th. I think this episode's dropping on Monday, so that means last Friday. Our boy Colt Winter Lepley, when he came on Southern Hang, he was his song Bandito had just come out, and he teased us that by July his full album would be out, and it is. And I got an advanced copy in my hand, and so congratulations, Colt, on getting that album out into the wild. Continue to do good things, my man. We're excited for you here at Southern Hang.
Yeah, we're posted on our socials all about it. Get to it, buddy. Love it. Go get yours. Go stream it now.
All right. Well, listeners, thanks for tuning in. That's a wrap for this week's episode, and we'll see you at the movies. Peace.
Later.